Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Black Metal Weekly Digest number 2. So, I'm really tired and it's really late, so let's just jump right into it. The first record that I want to share with you is the Snow EP by Hermodr. And it contains this 18-minute track with all sorts of textures. It's a one-man band named after the messenger of the gods in Norse mythology, Son of Odin, and it features female vocals. Let me see if I can. Quite a variety of textures. But yeah, it has female vocals, slow pace, some a little bit faster pace guitar, very much in ambient like style, atmospheric black metal. The reason I looked at it is the cover art, which turned out to be by Vladimir Gavrilovich Kazantsev, which is a Russian artist who died in 1902, and the painting was done in 1888. So it's a classic painting, and I like this kind of trad vibe for the black metal cover arts. It's always, when you see a classic painting on a black metal cover, you know it's gonna be good. Most of the time it's good. The painting is called In the Urals, and Ural, it's famous for Ural Mountains, and the cover does feature a mountain range, which is really beautiful. And it's funny because the same painting was used this same year by another atmospheric black metal band, Beleriand. It's something from Tolkien. I'm not that well versed in Tolkien, but yeah, another album was released in February by On Wolfspell Records with the same, well, not the same cover, but it's a same painting, just a slightly different section of the painting. Next, of course, Destroyer 666, 7-inch vinyl EP, Guillotine, with 2 tracks. They plan on releasing a new full length after 6 years, I believe, since last full length album on December 2nd, via Season of Mist, called Never Surrender. Sounds pretty cool. Here's the single or EP. What the hell happened to my country kind of seems kind of political, but I don't really know Destroyer if they're political or not. They don't seem to be political, but the artwork is by Konstantin Kopas, better known as Warhead Art. I actually have a couple of his prints, couple of his originals, so do follow his Instagram, art -warhead -art. Give him a follow. Here's the original that I have of him. I'm not sure if the camera is gonna get it. And I do have a print, one of my favorite prints featuring Nietzsche, wearing sort of medieval armor, and Nietzsche being also sort of zombie-like Nietzsche. God is dead, which is pretty cool. He does sell his art via DMs, so you can hit him up, and if he's selling something, like, he posts it usually in his stories, so you can buy some really cool art by him. Next record I want to look at is Mirage by Portuguese Act. Not sure about the pronunciation as usual. Gaerea, released through Season of Mist. Quite a supreme recording, very cool, very like a wall of sound, so let's hear it. So quite variety there still, even though it's mostly wall of sound. Pretty cool. There's a embedded melody that you can still hear, so it's very interesting. They're sporting grimoire, sort of occult medieval aesthetic, but what made me laugh is that the album has been released in a variety of formats: vinyls, gold, red and black, black, red, two which were already sold out, but they also released leggings. So yeah, it's definitely, this band is definitely like a commercial black metal that we all scoff at, but I would say, I mean, the music is good, so let them make money, even if it's on leggings, you know, so what you gonna do? The next one I wanna look at is Sex, Sex, Sex by Abhor through Iron Bonehead Productions. It did remind me of Opera IX, another Italian project. Yeah, so Abhor is an Italian band, formed in 1995. So they've been around pretty long time, and they consistently give off really sort of old school type of sound. Their growls kind of remind me of Blasphemy. Melodies, quite ethereal scenes there, a variety of tempos. Just fascinating that both Opera IX and this band Abhor kind of share a lot in the imagery. The cover art remind me, the girl on the cover art and the satanic imagery on the cover reminded me of a record called Lorea by Siegenburgen, which was released in 1987. It's a Swedish band, so kind of also features like satanic imagery and the blonde girl on the cover. It's a good album, even though some people think it's like a girly imagery, so check it out. Let's hear some of it. my tired brain realized that it's probably symphonic sound with all the melodic instruments that they have. But quite good, very much of an old school symphonic, I would say then. Well, Opera X also did some symphonic work. I'm surprised they don't have shared members. They must have had some shared influence or members. The next one I want to look at is Alvenrad. Album called Velovs It's Ietsjer. Not really sure. Band from Netherlands. It's a mixture of different styles. They made a couple of videos in support of their album, which they released prior. Ballad style, clean vocals, very interesting record. Maybe not too black metal, but definitely worth a listen for black metalers. So quite rich, quite entertaining music, and I sense some sort of calmness within this sound that actually makes me want to buy the record right now. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow at work, and we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna check out some other records by then, and yeah, definitely check out their YouTube, because they have some very tasteful videos, I would say. Nothing too fancy, but well done videos, you know. Next, hailing from Oslo, Norway, not Jevel, not very sure about the pronunciation. Classic speedy sort of blast beat metal. The band sort of bragged a little about the members being in Ragnarok, but it's a bassist who he also backed vocals in Ragnarok, and 2 members are active in Horde of Hell. But very good, very classic sort of good from workout or just headbang to release some, you know, frustrations from a work day. So quite technical, very intense and exciting music, so definitely check it out. Next one caught my eye because of the name, Black Grail, a band from Chile, so you know who it made me think of, but I don't think they're just for real, they're just esoteric, based in their cover, sort of esoteric black metal from Chile. Not sure how to pronounce the name of the album, so not gonna even try. But they do have a sort of characteristic South American sound. It kind of made me think of a Mexican band called Arsen Ferry, and their album I Am One with Night. Maybe some people know, but let's hear it. So you get the idea. Again, I like the name Rebel Wizard, so I checked them out. And again, it's an Australian band, and I think Australians build different, man. That's why the imagery and the sound elements of like heavy metal and raw black metal kind of blended in this band, and it's pretty unique. So let's see if I can find the solo one. Again, couldn't have expected it from the artwork, but definitely an interesting record worth checking out. And the last one I want to finish with is actually a Finnish, pun intended, Finnish black metal project, up and comers, but quite good. They reminded me with their complexity. It seems a little bit muffled at first, but if you examine it closely, the music closely, you realize that I think some of the complexity is almost Deathspell Omega, but I would compare them, overall sound, I would compare them to early Dødsengel. Dødsengel, it's a Norwegian band, but they kind of, I don't remember whether it was an interview, but in the interview they said the music flew out of them because they just had something to say. So I feel like this Finnish band called Celestial Grave, they and the album Vitriolic Atonement, finally the name of the album I can pronounce. I feel like because they're like a new band, they still have a lot to say, and like the way they expressing it is very like they're just blurting it out. So it might sound like a little muffled, but again, very cool, interesting work that has a very distinct sort of aura around it, which makes me like it a lot. So let's hear it. That's it for this Black Metal Weekly Digest number 2. Let me know if I missed something or if I got something wrong. If you want to hear something included next week, let me know in the comments. So I'll see you next week.